let's check out our projects. In our dashboard, we can see a quick overview, and let's create our first project. You can see there's no such a button as create project because each project is linked only with one instruction. So, in order to create our first project, we go to our last instruction, it was accepted, hopefully, and create the project that's related to this instruction. I write down its name, its deadline, the project manager that is in charge, and our fee for it, hopefully with many digits. Then we can go to our new project from the instruction with this link, or we can go now to the project overview and press details. There we can see a quick overview of it and edit every attribute that has this little pencil. In the comment box we can note down some notes or some guidances for our team. So let's attach each file that we think that is relevant to this project. Maybe a template for our team, maybe some more instructions in written form, you name it. The one thing that's for sure that you have them in one place. You can filter it down, write some comments for each one of it. For example, this is maybe a valuation template, and we can change their name to something more with more meaning. You can use the comment box for comments, notes, or just guidance. You can view the file, download, or delete it. Then you can record communication events that are related to this project phase, type, member of the client's team, date of the event, and some notes about it, the whole documentation. Then we can add some expenses that they are invoiced on top of our fee. Usually expense for tickets, petrol, accommodation, you name it. You can write it down and see a nice summary of them. Then we can record the complaints that are related to this project, hopefully none, their date, and some notes or a short description of the complaint and our handling. This is a nice way to have everything recorded and everything in one place. All these little checkboxes is according to RICS, something very handy for RICS members, and the same procedure for ethical events. Date and comment or note or a detailed analysis of it. And again, all these checkboxes are the steps that are prescribed by RICS. Then we have to add some properties to our project. There we can see all the properties of the client that it is related to this project. We can filter the properties and add all the filtered properties to our project. Nice and handy. Or if you prefer, to add one by one. And of course to remove it. and maybe add it again. The next step is to link each property with an operation. An operation is a bundle of tasks that usually have one common output. We can create for all of them, for all the properties in the project, one operation, write down type, deadline, notes, or guidance for our team. If we prefer, we can add operations one by one. We have the most common operation types that related to real estate cases. Then we can see all the operations that are related to this project in this form. We can of course filter them and see all the tasks that they are the part of these operations. All the steps. We can delete any task that we don't want to have, or add another one, and again we select its task type. We can assign on the fly to a member of our team and put its deadline. The meaning is that every step has an assignee. If there are more than one assignees, then we have main steps or more tasks. We have a status, is progress complete or pending review. The deadline, each task has its own deadline. Press update in its box. We'll see a counter of the deadline, and we can attach a number of files that related to this task. Output, for example, the technical review or extra guidance. And of course, we can change the status of the operation to completed, of course, when all tasks have been completed. Operation has its own deadline, of course. So let's go back, see again all the operations, we can filter, see all the properties, we can filter them, an operation, so all the operations that are related to this property. And of course have a nice overview of the whole situation. So let's go to another project. We see there all the files that they are linked to this one. All the communication events. We have a different database of communication events that related to project than to instructions. Say expenses, complaints. See, we can have a short note about the complaint or solution, and the same with a possible ethical issue. In our dashboard, and remember that you can see again the operations, the details of each operation, go to our dashboard, and we have a quick overview of all of our projects. For each project you can see its status, details, and a very quick overview about how many properties, operation tasks, and how each of our members is going in this project. If you have this right as a user, I have login as an admin. You can see not only your tasks, but the involvement of your whole team. This is my tasks, and I can see them also from this little menu there with a little notification. See again all of them, filter them, or again look at all the details of each of it.